ask yourselves, what are you doing in this time of great challenge? What are you doing to unlock minds? And all you ISIS people threatening us, hey, we're not a French newspaper, okay? We got people that have taken your asses out in this building right now. We're armed to the teeth, and we're not scared. You got that, you sons of bitches? This is Texas. You want to threaten me, you can go straight to hell. You understand that?
Never water yourself down just because someone can't handle you at 100 proof. It's the Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Listen to Alex Jones. What we need is a global government headed up by Cobra with a global Cobra currency brought to you by my friends at Goldman Sachs. So, Cobra! You are a programmable guy that goes and watches Olympus Is Falling and believes all this and really thinks you're a hero. G.I. Joe, great American hero. Yo, Joe. You don't work for Joe. Joe got taken over. The G.I. Joe command base is run by Cobra. Do you understand that? And I use a child analogy to get through to you because that's your main programming template in North America. They're on record with that. That was all Pentagon directed. You understand? You work for Cobra. You dress like Cobra. You have the tactics of Cobra. You are Cobra. Hail Cobra. You want to be little boys? Or do you want to really join the Republic?
They know what's going on at the Bundy Ranch, and they won't even let a police information officer give us any information. That's a bunch of bullshit.
It's all these stupid G.I. Joe movies and stuff where the White House is attacked. The White House is run by Cobra.
When I went through the process of becoming press secretary, one of the first things they told me was, you're not even to acknowledge the drone program. You're not even to discuss that it exists.
It's run by chaos. It's run by Spectre. They run little kids. They run the snuff films. They run the drugs. They run it all. And because you act like a bunch of naive chumps, this whole thing's gonna come down on us.
Very much concerns me, considering that they have all this bulk ammunition that they're shooting targets of children.
Would you like to tell me who it is that is doing this?
It is the Department of Homeland Security, sir.
Oh, thank you for calling.
To every police officer in this country, to every FBI agent, to every Secret Service agent, you work for Spectre. You work for chaos. You work for Cobra. How do they get power? They stage a terror attack using Spectre, using Cobra.
Go f*** yourself.
Who is Cobra? Arms dealing, drug dealing, money laundering group wearing masks? They wear masks, ladies and gentlemen, because they're the corporate CEOs. And they're manipulating the governments against each other. Cobra runs the Muslims. Cobra runs the CIA. Cobra runs it all. Cobra is real. You can call it whatever you want. Cobra is in control of America. And Cobra says the veterans and the gun owners, they're saying that we're the bad guys.
These people who hold themselves out to be patriots are not. They're nothing more than domestic terrorists.
That's what Cobra would say. That's what Spectre would say. That's what Goldfinger would say, because that's who those people are.
I am Supreme Cobra Commander. You call your petty bureaucrats, officials, and authorities. You will kneel before Cobra or face my wrath!
Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. It's Alex Jones.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Cobra Leader.
You pathetic little worm. How dare you call me Mr. Cobra?
Wake up! Wake up! This is out of control! We've now got Army manuals on how they're going to take people to re-education camps for their political views. This is out of control. The Congress is told, sit down and shut up. They send in the generals now with the Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman and the rest of them, and arrogantly tell Congress, no, you're not in charge anymore. The UN is. I've played those clips over and over again. This is treason. This is a joke. And who's funding Agenda 21 and UN takeovers and all this? Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, #1 funders of it. They want to get rid of your property rights because they want to use government to take your property and give it to them. Now, this video is of Larry Grathwohl, who, and this all came out in federal court. We have the documents, the articles, all of it linked to the top of Infowars.com. We played this many times over the years. But notice he's talking about Bill Ayers, the guy that helped put Obama through college, who helped pay for his house, his mentor, who said in these Weatherman meetings and giving orders out to be sent out to the subcommittees that we're going to take over America, we're going to bring in foreign troops. That's now in official documents, NLE 09, National Level Exercise 09, FEMA, with troops from 15 foreign countries. They said, we're going to come into America and we're going to take tens of millions of people, well, over that, to these re-education camps, and we're going to kill 25 million people. And folks, they mean business, okay? They're not setting up checkpoints and threat fusion centers and giant black tanks and federalizing the police for Al-Qaeda. I told you, Al-Qaeda works for them. That's now admitted. They now admit it's for you. It's for you. America has been hijacked. America has been taken over. I don't know how else to tell you. And a lot of people are waking up. That's why they're selling 5 million guns a month. Let's go to this clip and then to your phone calls. Here is from the 1982 documentary, breaking this down with Larry Grathwohl. Here it is.
I brought up the subject of what's going to happen after we take over the government. You know, we become responsible then for administrating, 250 million people.
They want to kill you.
And there was no answers. No one had given any thought to economics. How are you going to clothe and feed these people? The only thing that I could get was that they expected that the Cubans and the North Vietnamese and the Chinese and the Russians would all want to occupy different portions of the United States. They also believed that their immediate responsibility would be to protect against what they called the counter-revolution. And they felt that this counter-revolution could best be guarded against by creating and establishing re-education centers in the Southwest.
Good pause. Back it up 5 seconds. Homeland Security was always for the American people. And while they've got you saluting plastic made-in-China American flags bought at Walmart, while they've got you busy taking your flu shot and getting Alzheimer's, while they're busy doing all this, while you're busy worshiping the system as if that's patriotism, you've always been the enemy. Continue.
And establishing re-education centers in the Southwest, where we would take all the people who needed to be re-educated into the new way of thinking and teach them how things were going to be. I ask, well, what is going to happen to those people that we can't re-educate, that are die-hard capitalists? And the reply was that they'd have to be eliminated. And when I pursued this further, they estimated that they would have to eliminate 25 million people in these re-education centers. And when I say eliminate, I mean kill 25 million people. Now, I want you to imagine sitting in a room with 25 people, most of which have graduate degrees from Columbia and other well-known educational centers, and hear them figuring out the logistics for the elimination of 25 million people. And they were dead serious.
That's from the documentary No Place to Hide. And that all came out in federal court. They admitted to this. And I've been sent by police the training videos where FEMA, I mean, it's in my film Road to Tyranny. You can watch it for free online. Talk about, it's right out of Red Dawn, where they got everybody in a re-education camp, and they're saying the Founding Fathers are pieces of filth and all this. Forget Red Dawn, some Hollywood image of a commie takeover. I have FEMA teaching a room full of Kansas City police, firemen, and sheriff's deputies that the Founding Fathers were evil, that George Washington was bad. And I could open the phones up right now and take calls from police in 50 states saying they've been given that training. There are cops listening right now getting chills who've been given the same training. Come on! They're saying George Washington's bad. They're the enemy. I mean, how hard does this have to get? And the reason I get so angry is I got 50 phone calls here I want to take. I got guests coming up that came all the way here from Oklahoma. They're actually here locally for an event, but I heard they were here and got them in here. The point is, I'm just going crazy. I just want to warn people. I just want to get the word out about this. I want to stop these globalists. I want my country back. I want to recognize this criminality. The Congress says you cannot shut down power plants, coal power plants, under UN rules. Obama says go to hell, and did it, but only so his buddies made money. It's not even about the environment. And moves our jobs to China and pays $20+ billion in bailout money to move the Volt and Cadillac factories to China. Look it up. I told people that 2 years ago. They didn't believe it. It's all over the news last week that they've now finished them. You paid to move it. Only an enemy would do that. And if you think Mitt Romney's going to save you, he's bought and paid for. The big banks want this. We are under sustained siege, culturally, psychologically, spiritually, economically. You are the enemy. The globalists hate the Iraqis because they were free, because they were under their control, and they hate you even more. The New World Order hates the American people 110%. And the day you realize that, the day you realize this isn't our government, the day you realize crooks have taken this country over, is the day we start turning this thing around. One of the guys was a lot bigger than I am, started bowing up, and I was like, I got up. I was about to say, come on, both of you. You don't got your badges and guns on right now. You punch me, I'll pull your arms out of your sockets. I'm sick of your crap. I'm sick of you raping my country. I'm sick of you shutting our country down. And I'm sick of you telling me how patriotic you are all day. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of it. Excuse me. Excuse me. I mean, folks, this is a normal response to being gang raped by foreign banks. They come out and say, your washing machine has microphones in it in Wired magazine, and I'm supposed to not get upset by hearing a bunch of people getting off on how they're part of the In Club, spying on us illegally now? I'm sick of it. Get off my back. Stop acting like you're above the law. Stop acting like you're God. You make me want to throw up. I'm sick of it. We're not radical here on this show. Scanning, control, manipulate scientific data, take over, blast, control, world government, shut down infrastructure, ship everything to China. He just... humanity will crush you. I love it. They're weak. Parasites will be crushed. I can taste your weakness. Crushing, crushing, crushing. Come on. China's going to let you dress up like Mary Poppins? No. China's going to shoot you in the back of the head and blow your brains all over the place. You little stupid commie. No longer servants, no longer representatives. It's now authority, official, and you're a civilian. Shut up! I've been in Iraq pushing them around, and now I push you around.
It's crazy. They're not supposed to be calling us civilians, you know, cops.
Hey, I'm going to push you, black guy. If you don't like it, I'm going to taser you, no reason. Oh, you're begging me, huh? That just gets me hot. I like it.
Yeah, that's...
You laughing at me? You laughing at me, civilian?
That right there is,
Maybe I'll put duct tape on your mouth, your eyes, arms, and legs and throw you in the river. Talk about how you committed suicide.
Yes, sir, boss man. Can I please worship the government better?
That's you, son of a bitch. Give me my taser. I don't like you praying to me. That's not enough of a grovel. Lick 'em. Lick the boot. Here. Now I want you to lick 'em that way. Lick 'em this way. You learn, you scum, you civilian trash. You pay my check right now.
It is only fitting that a free screen should sound the alarm against those who would destroy freedom. For in its power to deceive and inflame, or enlighten and inspire, the motion picture has no equal.